What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you a couple of ways to make sure you're getting all the gain out of your guitar that you can get. So this is really just a video about how to make your guitar produce more gain if it can. Not everybody knows the things I'm going to show you, so if you know them already, then you're ahead of the game and you're probably getting the most out of your guitar. If you don't know these things, let's hope you get on them. The first thing you want to know is that your guitar should have the strings as close as possible to the fretboard with the best action possible. So you really make sure your guitar has the best setup you can possibly get on it. You want the strings as close to the fretboard as you can get them without them buzzing. On a Gibson style guitar with that fixed bridge, it's a pretty simple thing to do. You're just lowering it down until it starts to buzz. Assuming you don't need a neck adjustment. But if you need a neck adjustment, like on a Floyd Rose or a locking bridge, you may want to get it checked by a luthier to make sure you always have your action as low as possible. That means if you're not able to do the action yourself, then you should be getting it checked a minimum of twice a year. I would say, depending what part of the country you live in or where you live and what country you live in, the weather conditions affect how often you need to have the setup done. So serious shredders will learn how to, guys that want it done themselves will learn to do it themselves because they want to be able to check it all the time. And so you kind of want to get to that point possibly where you're able to do your own setup so you can make sure the strings are the way they're supposed to be for yourself. And there's books out there on how to do your own setups. If you just look online, Dan Orwine is an awesome guy to watch. He's had columns out for decades. I've read his books and they're very good. Moving forward, you want to make sure your strings are as close to the guitar as you can get. So make sure that the setup that you have is this, you're telling the luthier or yourself that you want the strings as close as you can get them to the fretboard without them buzzing. Because the closer the strings are to the pickups, the stronger the sound's going to be and the more gain you're going to produce. That is one way to operate the strings. The other way is to get the pickups adjusted properly so that the pickups are very close to your strings. If you look at my pickups here, my neck pickup and my bridge both sit very, very close to the strings. We want the strings as close as possible. Now, when I fret the guitar, they still don't touch. So, what you're going to do is, if your strings are any farther away than 3 or 4 thousandths of an inch, you're going to want to bring them in closer. See how close mine are? If your strings are any farther away, you're going to want to raise your pickups. The way you raise them is you get a screwdriver in here, a little action with the screwdriver. Put them on these 2 little screws. They're centered in your humbucker. They're centered in your pickup case cover here. Righty to the right will raise the pickup. Righty raises, lefty lowers. It's an easy way to remember it. Righty raises, lefty lowers it. So raise your pickup up. Press your fingers down at the farthest end of your guitar, whether you have 21, 22, or 24 frets. Fret the guitar up there at the end so the strings drop down against the fretboard and you'll be able to see the strings at their lowest point. Then both pickups, you raise both. So first you do one pickup complete, this side, this side. You raise the pickup by turning it to the right, bringing the pickup up as close as you think you can go without it vibrating against the string. Then you test it. You pick a note and you see if you play it and see if it vibrates. If it vibrates lower to the left, you go left to the left a little bit and you lower it a little bit. You can do it by a smidge at a time so you can get it exactly where you want it. And you can learn to set these screws, this one here, this one down here, this one on the bridge here, this one back here, so there's a total of 4 screws. Most guitars have 4, some will have 2 in one spot. Then you got to adjust those equally. Whatever you do to this one, you do the same to this one, and then the same thing down there. Whatever you do to any of these, you do to the other one. But sometimes you'll have 2 on one side and 1 on another side, maybe like the Ibanez style. But that is what you're looking for, to bring the string and the pickup as close to each other as you can get them without anything buzzing. And the way you do that is you adjust the pickup, you bring it closer to the strings, and you make sure that the action is as low as it can possibly go. This way, when you want to do things like pinching, the magnet on the pickup is so close to the string that it brings out that sound faster and easier. Then when you want to do, whenever you're doing like a harmonic thing, they come out a lot easier. And whammy bar moves are a lot easier to do too. So that was just a couple of things you'd want to know about bringing your pickups up and bringing your strings down to guarantee that your guitar is getting the most gain out of it that you can get. Hope that helps you understand a little bit about how to bring out some tone in your instrument. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.